Okay, so I don't know how much. I stopped at a different place. I stopped at this one on the way up. It's really nice here. It's a lot quieter. It is still fairly close to the highway, but it's down in a bit of a hill. They are cutting grass over there. So anyway, don't know how much you can hear from the beginning, from the other tape, but I'll start over. I forgot to mention on the other one anyway that that's my Goal Zero solar panel. It clips over the front of the bag, so if you are hiking and the sun's at your back, you can clip it on there. It charges a battery charger, and then that will charge things like my iPod, little speaker box, phone, of course, you know, those types of things. I do like the Goal Zero portable stuff. I own pretty much all of it, I think, right from the torch, flashlight to to the battery packs and that. The bigger stuff is very nice as well, but it's pretty expensive. There's other stuff out there, but anyway, that's a whole different rant. Back to the bag. Like I say, probably the most important thing, or one of the most important things, is the checklist. Keep it somewhere where you can get to it. Highlight, what is in what pocket. That just saves you from digging around looking for stuff all the time. Not enough people do that, from what I see. So anyway, that's in the front compartment, along with handy wipes. There's dollar store ones or whatever kind you like, baby wipes, all that kind of stuff. It's always good to have those. Bottom compartment of this bag, which is the Orbis Forum Sequel 75, great bag. Generally on the bottom is where my sleeping bag, the fishing pole, the axe, and a tarp all rolled up hangs off the bottom in here. But because I'm using the sleeping bag, it's on the inside. I put, and this is where my walking sticks usually go. They're in the van there now. Top compartment for me is all dog. So this stuff here is all her stuff, food and whatever else your individual dogs need. Mine, I just have a big leash in there and a bunch of food, and some stuff to keep her entertained. If I'm staying somewhere for the night. And also in the front pocket, I'm going to keep other things like that's paracord, 550, fishing line. What else is in there? I could just go through the checklist, but I'll just quickly show you. This is just a cheap backup knife. Obviously I carry a bigger one on me all the time, but in there, other things, bug spray, which I'm going to actually use right now. A couple different types of musk oil, and then just the dollar store stuff as well. Tie down. Stuff that you need quick, I generally like to keep in the front packs. That's my knife sharpener and backup compass. I do have a better compass than that, but you never know. I'm pretty much an over-prepared person. If any of you know me, know that. Also, this pack has got a bit more things in it now because I knew it was just going to be a day, like a van trek. And, if I'm going on a hike in the woods, I'm taking out a lot of this stuff and just going with the bare minimum to make it lighter. Okay, so if we're going to go through and see what we've got in here, that was the front pocket. We go into the bottom, and this is where I keep mainly the cook gear. So this is what I'm actually going to use this here today. I'm going to make some dinner, so I'm going to show you what's all in here. I'm going to pause this now. I'm going to try and make them short clips so they're not one big long one, but we're into 4 minutes, so I'll take a pause and start up again. Okay, so in here I've got the saw. It's the Bear Gerber one. It gets terrible reviews from some people on YouTube and that, but I'll tell you, for what it is, like, it's $20. And if you know what you're doing with it, it's actually not bad. It's not meant to chop down a big tree and, go hands-on with an axe. But if you're just cutting little things and not, and taking your time and doing it the proper cutting technique, this thing is well worth the $20. All right, I'm going to actually get the bug spray out right now, as the bugs are going a little crazy. We just got here to this spot. Also in here, I've got these are those vegetable bags, supposed to keep your vegetables longer, last longer in there. I don't know, I just randomly threw that in. I had some extra, that sealant tape. That's actually really good stuff. It works good. Then also in here, normally you're going to do this with your bag laying down. I'm just going to pull this stuff out. This is my cook set, I guess you're going to call it, which is the hobo stove and containers and easy light stuff. Main things you're going to need anytime you're packing a bag. You always want to plan for 72-hour survival. If you don't have water, you're going to die. So I'll get to the water section in here in a minute. But you're going to need water. You're going to need something to heat, whether or not it's you or food or whatever it is. But that's just necessities. You've got to have that in your bag no matter what. You can overdo it and underdo it, doesn't matter. But you got to have the minimum of having those things in there. This is pot set. I'll open that up later when I'm going to actually do some cooking and show you what's in there. Teflon, what's it called? Tinfoil, great. You can wrap stuff in it, throw it right in the fire. There's a lot of uses with tinfoil, so I just keep a roll in there. And my batteries, I carry a separate set of double of D batteries because I have a little portable radio that works on D. I'll get to it. It's in the bag, but it's a crankable solar one, the whole bit. But it also runs on Ds, so why not have a set in the bag? All right, I'm going to take a pause and spray some bug spray. Okay, so now they're cutting grass up here, so I'm going to set up camp stove and get back. Okay, he's far enough away now that should be okay. So when I was saying earlier about water, this is my water side. So in here I've got a couple different types of water filters. This is the Life Straw. It sells for about 20 bucks on eBay or whatever. Do some homework on it. It's very good. I'm not going to show you how to do it, but I'm going to tell you, if I needed to drink any type of water, I'd have no fear drinking it through this thing. Okay. My best one, or the one that I like best, is the Sawyer. Now I keep a lot of stuff in bags because you can use multiple purposes for these bags. But this is the Sawyer inline filter. I'm not going to take it out because I'm not going to use it right now, but basically it'll filter 1 million gallons of water. The thing is fantastic. Again, if you're going to get a water filter, take a look at that one. I recommend it. I have different contraptions for the nozzles and cleaning it and that kind of stuff as well. And then just a set of light sticks, just for the sake of, if you ever need a light stick, they're there. These ones actually work really good. That 12-hour, I've seen them go longer than that. I've had them go longer than that, so again, I recommend that. And that's my water side. That Sawyer, there's a bag that basically you dip the water in. It'll funnel through the filter into a spout, and then you can fill whatever you want directly from it. It's quick, and everybody loves this thing. So they're available, not readily in Canada, but if you do a bit of homework, you can find people in pretty much every area that'll get that for you. And that's the water one. Okay. Try to get a couple in before the tractor's away. On the outside as well, on this pouch, I have a headlamp. Those things are fantastic. They're cheap now. Grab some. I've got a couple. There's one here, there's another in the van, there's another in another bag that I carry. But anyway, they're really, really easy. You don't take any hands if you're walking anywhere nighttime. You've all seen them. You laughed at people that wear them, but they can come in pretty handy. This pocket on this side is just it's kind of like a mishmash thing. I've got a slingshot in there with some ball bearings. One of those shaker flashlights. Again, just in case when you're walking, it's charging. But also, your batteries run out, or your solar batteries run out, whatever it is. This is one of those ones that you just shake and it lights up. They're not the greatest, but hey, if you need light in a pinch, it's nice to have. And then this is a little crank system that I have that basically will charge almost anything. You just plug it, it's all the different adapters in there, you plug them into this thing, give it a crank, and you can charge cell phones and all those things when you need to as well. And also in here is just a multi-tool. This is a snap-on one. You all know what a multi-tool is. So it's basically, just in there as well. So this is kind of like the mishmash. Now again, with this bag, you can do a lot of stuff. You can unzip that and get into the main section if you need to. But in this situation, I won't. So basically all this zips in on this bag. You pull it out. In the main compartment of the bag, I don't really want to take everything out, but I'll show you a few things. That's that radio I was telling you about. So crank, solar, it's got a flashlight in it. That's just it's a cheap one, but you know what? I use it a lot, and it's never let me down. Toilet paper. I got a couple of rolls of this in here. Again, you never know when you're going to need that. A lot of these parks, you can see it over there. It's got clean toilet area, that kind of thing. But hey, if you're stuck somewhere and you need to set up shop, and that can come in. That can be the most important thing in the bag. This is like a bathroom kit, that kind of thing. Just towel, deodorant, Tylenols, toothbrush, toothpaste, that kind of thing. If you're stuck at somewhere and you've been out for a couple days, it's a new lease on life. You clean yourself up, and it's just like starting over again. And so I throw one of those in there. Also, there's a couple more things in here I'm not going to pull out. More of those light sticks because they were on sale. In there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's a dry bag, and they're $5-6, whatever they are. And in there is a bunch of clothes. So I've got a sweater, a long sleeve shirt, change of underwear, socks, that kind of stuff, all in a dry bag in there, because in case you ever need, that type of thing. There's a hat in there. And that's pretty much what's in the bag. There's some extra secret compartments on this one, but you don't need to know any of that kind of stuff in there. In a nutshell, that's in the bag. It's a little heavy for this trip, only because I'm not hiking a lot. Just little jaunts here and there. I'm not even taking a bag. I'm just taking my stuff for the dog. Now I'm going to do a quick setup on the cook stuff, just so you can see how to do something cheap. Okay, this is something that's called a hobo stove. Really cheap, really ultra light. There's nothing to it. It's basically a utensil holder from IKEA. They sell for like $6 or $8 or something like that. There's two different styles. I have both. I like this style better. It's a bit wider. The other one's a bit taller. But in a nutshell, really, really easy to use. You can get yourself a wind guard. I do have one. It's in the bag. I didn't pull it all out, like I say, but there's to block the wind. And basically how you do it, you feed in just little twigs and sticks and whatever it is into this. You can cook directly right on top like this. This is another little set of pots and pans from, I can't remember where they were on sale. I think Canadian Tire, actually. But it's got everything, everything in it. This is the one I got from eBay. I like this one. Again, in it is the fire starter. All the different types of stuff you may need. Dryer lint, just to start fires. Wipes, because I like to keep everything kind of clean. But pretty straightforward on how you do this thing. These are tent pegs, extra tent pegs. You basically throw, put one in, put the other one in. Your pot just sits right on top. Boom. Boiling your water, or doing whatever. And really, really light. So if you're going to do backpack and that kind of thing, you don't want to carry too heavy of a stuff. These things are great. I put feet on mine just to let the air come up and it burns nicer underneath. That's just tape because I didn't have these are rough edges on there. And this is the brand new one. I was using the other one. Anyway, really easy. You know, you can boil water in like it's about 7 minutes. You know, if you do have that single, and I do have one of those too. You know, the single thing you put on the propane tank. But if you're out somewhere and you don't have propane, what are you going to do, right? That thing's useless. So there you go. That whole kit there probably is a combination of under $20. You know, for that stuff, and it should be in everybody's backpack. All right, I'm going to boil some water and make some dandelion tea now.